we are live today with a video which you must watch because it will ensure insane gains in the future. No, it's not a new bicep exercise, it's to prevent injuries. Because when you're injured, you can't train. And if you don't train, then the gain train is leaving without you. So today I'm going to run you through a bunch of tests that you could do to see if that injury is lurking before it actually happens. Cool, right? So, first things first, the wall slide test. You're standing against a wall, in this case it's a mirror, and you're rotating your elbows up and down. If you can't do this without your elbows coming out, your shoulder is too tight and you're on the verge of an injury. If that is you, here's what you should do. Get a towel and a band and work on rotations every day. Secondly, take the band and do pull-aparts where you start a little bit rounded and then pull it apart. Round it, pull it apart. Round it, pull it apart. Round it, pull it apart. Furthermore, you absolutely must do face pulls. Don't bring the head forward, keep the head neutral. As well as J pulls. Okay? Where you're sort of making a J, hence the name. J pulls. So those four things. Rotations. Don't sweat it if you can't do a full rotation at first. Just work your way up. Rotations, pull-aparts, face pulls, J pulls, do them every workout. Not just chest or shoulders, every workout. Okay? The second test is the 8% test. If you cannot do this with about the 8% weight of what your incline bench is, you're on a way to an injury. So I can, on a good day, bench 315, and I can about get this done with 30s. If you cannot do this, here's what you have to do. You have to do cable rotations outward, like so, 3 or 4 sets, and then inward, okay? Now, do not ever do this with dumbbells. People do this with dumbbells, it's stupid. You're spending all the energy holding it up, you're working your front delt, you're making it worse. Another thing you must do is work on your flexibility and strength. And that does this. You roll the barbell. Oops, there's a lot of traffic here. Just roll the barbell for 10 reps and then pullovers. Okay? Pullovers are also must do. So if your numbers are lagging on the rotation, do the rotations every day as well as those along with the face pulls and the J pulls. If you injure your shoulder, you're out for 6 months or longer. Don't do that. The next test that I derived is what I call the push-pull test. If in your bent over row you can't do as much weight as in your incline press, that means you're off, okay? So, what you must do if your row is off, simply add more pull-ups, more rows to every day of the week until it catches up. If your back is not as strong as your shoulders, it will come forward and you will have an injury, bicipital tendon or rotator cuff. Okay? So those are the tests for the upper body. Now for the lower. First thing is the box squat. So the box squat looks something like this. Touch and go. Touch and go. If your box squat is not at least 70% of your regular squat, that means your glutes are weak and your hamstrings are off. The cure for that is wall sits, I think 60 seconds or so. for starters. Then step-ups. Step-ups are done by using whatever foot is up front, stepping through. So there's no hopping up from the back foot. Okay? So wall sits, step-ups, and then for some more pronounced work, single leg press. We're not having any weight on because it's just a demo. So pretend that you're sliding down. There's downward intention on the foot. Downward intention on the foot. So these are the three things you must add if your box squat is not in sync with your regular squat. If not, risk a knee injury. Then the overhead squat test. So this is just a bar because I gotta talk and squat. So ideally, you should be squatting like this. If you can't do this, meaning if your knees buckle in and you're falling forward, it means your glutes are weak, lower back is tight. Same program, step-ups, single leg press, and pull-throughs. Pull-throughs are similar to glute ham raises. You're pulling the toes up, bringing the rope up. Bring the toes up, bring the rope up. So there you have it. 5 simple tests that can save you months of rehab and thousands of dollars. PayPal me at will. Bye guys.